Uh,
Hey you guys, Desmond here,
and LaCresha.
and welcome back to the
Ooh.
channel. And today we are here to discuss the grand finale for the first season of Drag Race Germany. We did it. We made it through the first season of Drag Race Germany.
Show did.
We sure did, but before we continue on, my printer did something weird there, but I'm gonna let it do it. Um, I want to remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are 25 subscribers away from reaching our goal. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We'll love you forever. Forever, we promise.
Yep,
And
even when you criticize us.
yeah, and also you can hop over to our Patreon, which is officially live. So you can go and be a hoot, or maybe even have a hoot and a half with us, and enjoy all the fun things that we have available on the perk. There's already so many on perk, Lord. On the Patreon, we already have so many things on there available for you to consume with your eyeballs. So, and if
Hmm.
there's anything else you want down the line, just let us know. Let us know. We might be able to make it work. We might be able to make it work. So, back to this review. What did
Hmm.
we think of season one of Drag Race Germany?
Um, it was a good season. There were some choices
There were
made.
some choices made, but honestly, I think that's what every season going
Yeah.
on. You know what I'm saying? I will say for a first season, this was really good.
Hmm.
I see us ranking this one pretty high, pretty high. There's, like I said, the judging, and part of me is just
For
gonna
sure.
chop it up to we're not German, so maybe we just missed what
The
those panel
nuances.
of judges were looking for. You know, even though there's been people in our comments agreeing with our assessments. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Um, but yeah, I really enjoyed this season.
Hmm.
Um, it was fun. I felt like there was too many design challenges.
Way too many
I will
design
say
challenges.
there was too many design challenges and too many comedy challenges
Yeah.
because it was like design comedy, design comedy, design comedy. I'm like, whoa, honey,
Snatch game.
acting like one random acting challenge. I'm like, okay, and then yeah, it was just kind
Back to
of
design. Back to comedy.
yeah. So I wish they would have incorporated some more, maybe even dance challenges. You know,
Hmm.
as Pandora Knox has been asking for her and Victoria Shakespeare's was asking for dance challenges every week. And they're like, oh no, comedy. Oh no, you're gonna do another design. Oh, you're not just gonna do the makeover, you're gonna make the makeovers.
Jesus.
I'd be like, just send me home now. If I were to walk through them doors and I just happened to make it through the first, I'm like, okay, I should be good until at least the ball, because I know I have to make something then too. And then all of a sudden, here's another one, and another one, and say if I find a way to make it through all that, now you need me to make an outfit for me and the person I'm trying to
And
make over.
somebody else.
Let me go learn these words. Because that's one thing about me. I'm not gonna be delusional in that bitch. I'm like, if I did bad, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be over here learning the words. So, because I'm gonna go in confident. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But if I realize I'm bombing, yeah, as soon as I get back, let me go and put this little iPod in. Okay, let's
Hmm.
guess who's back in the house. Close get clacking about. In my luck, that would be the song that week. I'm like, out of all RuPaul songs, you give me "Call Me Mother." Yeah, no, you give
Whew,
me.
okay. Duck, 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 walk just a little bit, and then and shablam.
Baby, I'm gonna hit on with a whole bunch of head shaking when I don't know the words, but like, you know what I mean? Just to be this and out, body like wow, pussy about to end this drought.
Watch the
For a
person be
bitch
like,
to be this in doubt. Oh, that'll be my luck. I'm with somebody and they're like, body like wow, pussy about to end this drought. I'm like, oh god, I hate
"Woo."
you. But don't let it be me and I know the words. Oh, I'm walking straight to the edge the whole time. Watch. Watch. I've been that bitch. Yes, I'm up and come on. Fashion feminine up and come on. From the Clintons to the Obamas. Keeps it tight, another call. Me,
Me,
mother.
mother.
Oh my goodness. But we're on the finale. Let's get into it. Before we get started, if you haven't watched the episode, thank you for being here. But honey, go watch the episode and come back because we're gonna do a major spoiler right off the jump.
Right off the jump.
Because Herstory was made.
Yes.
Because our winner for season 1 was Pandora Knox.
I was running all through my classroom.
I was so happy for Pandora. So excited for her. I felt like she did a really good job this season. It was well deserved, and of course
Well deserved.
she is the first cisgender woman to win Drag Race. So that's
Hey.
another huge accomplishment right there. So it's just like yes.
Victoria Scone did not win.
No, she did not win. Although
Either season she was on.
looking at her track record compared to the others, it really should have been her, Silky. But they lip sync for the crown, and I do feel like those lip syncs were fair, kinda, because I really think Silky and Raja should have just both won. Because that final lip sync was just like, oh, I still think about that final lip sync. That was a river deep and a mountain high that I will never forget. Okay?
Hey.
But let's get into this finale. So,
yes.
We start off, the queens are in the workroom after the worst decision they probably made all season, eliminating Kelly Hilton.
Facts.
The one person who honestly was competition for Pandora. If we want to be honest. But yeah, they read her message, they're stars, they erased it. We come back in the next day, they sit down, they talk about their badges and how they've done. The alarm goes off, and then Barbie and Gianni just walked right in. I'm like, wait, we're not going to get the final room out?
Nope.
And typically, if we're not going to get the room out, it just shows the person walking in, hello, hello.
Right.
But you sound the alarm, making me think, oh, we're finna see a room out. But we didn't. And I'm like, you really could have put it. Because there was a certain thing that happened a little bit later in the episode. We could have cut to have a room out. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. We didn't have to do that. But we'll continue. So, they come in and they congratulate them for making the top 3. And they have a special message from Norvina.
Hey.
She's the CEO, right? Or the owner of Anastasia Beverly Hills? Probably both. Boss and CEO.
It's president, so.
Boss and CEO, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good to see her there. I thought it was cute that they had the German subtitles at the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Now, I was impressed that she knew Spanish.
Right.
I was like, okay, Miss Norvina, I did not see that coming. Now, I would have been really gagged if she would have came out with some German, too. I would have been like, okay, trilingual.
Okay.
Shoot. But after that, they announced that this week's final Maxi Challenge is they will be doing a performance on the main stage to RuPaul's hit song, Call Me Mother. Again, I'm kind of sad they didn't do a little roommate situation.
But even though that's what they kept calling it, I'm like, but that's not what it was.
And it's just like, come on, they could have wrote down some verses and maybe it just wasn't in production. Maybe for season 2. Maybe for season 2. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna miss this workroom and main stage. I really am. Like, I really think that set they built in Colombia for these franchises and Global All Stars, because they shot it there as well. I think that's just like an amazing spot there. I really do. I hope next season more people are willing to come over from Germany, to guest judge. Or if they just do like they did this season, get a good 2 or 3 and just have them rotate.
Which I think is a little bit more fair, because then they get to see the progression. They get to see the growth.
Because what was it, season 13 that did that with Lonnie Love, T.S.
Mm-hmm.
Madison, and somebody else. They were the rotating special guest judges for the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who the third person was. I believe it was a third person. I can't remember. But yeah, so maybe season 2 we can get a remix. Maybe.
Um,
But the way the UK ended and showed for the finale next week, it looks like they're just doing a music video. I'm like, no verses.
no
Like you
versus.
done spoiled us with verses, and now you're slowly, if you notice, they're slowly starting to transition out of that, and I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that one bit. That's
Well, I think there's just like copyright issues.
but they use RuPaul songs.
Yeah, but then it's royalties, because do the people who record the verses get royalties,
Correct, they
or
do.
does RuPaul get all the
I believe
royalties?
RuPaul gets royalties, but I remember I think it was Trixie Mattel. She did an interview or something, and she talked about how she still gets a small little check for the Kitty Girl remix they did on All Stars 3.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, but still, let's make it happen. And we got plenty of RuPaul songs that haven't even been touched yet. There are 2 songs I'm so mad that have not been remixes yet, and I just want to. And now there's a third one. Honestly,
Mm,
I need Dance with You. I do.
mm-hmm.
Honestly, there's 4. I need Fly Tonight. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And
I
ASMR.
I need ASMR Lover. That was gonna be my number 4. And my number 3, I need Mighty Love. I need the Matt Pop version. Don't give me the version that's on the American album. Give me the version that's on the compilation album that Matt Pop did. We need that one as the remix song, okay? RuPaul, call me. I will help, baby. Put me down on a producer. I will come down to LA and help you get this stuff together, okay? Sometimes you need a fresh eye from a fan and be like, hold on,
Facts.
hold on, wait. It's not broken, Ru. It's not broken. Some things I can see changing, but that's not broken. Leave it be. Leave it be. But anyway, so afterwards they sit down to learn the words to Call Me Mother.
Mhm.
That is a task right there, okay?
Okay, I would need at least 24 hours with the song.
I'm gonna say RuPaul has stated multiple times that she don't even know all the words.
Facts.
Like when she was recording it, she would have to keep her lyrics in front of her. Body like wow.
Da 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 ba 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 ta ba ta 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 ta.
And on it, and with it being probably one of RuPaul's more popular songs, if I was RuPaul, baby, I would know every single word because I would be doing it all the time, just randomly grabbing my guess who's back in the house.
Kind of sort of like how everybody does Busta Rhymes verse.
Yes, every time I want to get in, I'm gonna
And I go,
I knew it at one point. I knew it at one point.
you did, because I remember you saying it to me.
Yes, I knew it at one point. Honestly, if I sat down and just think, I might be able
Mm.
to do it again. Because I
I'm
remember.
the thing about me and like super speedy lyrics is I have to know the actual word first,
And,
say it slow,
mhm.
and then speed it up.
And I guess, being a fan of Twista growing up and Overnight Celebrity, to this day, I can give you beginning to end to Overnight Celebrity, okay? Who?
Said I gotta be, gotta be. Said I gotta be. Well. Still in love, so in love, still in love.
But yes,
Ooh,
and
I
in
think.
my head, like honestly, because sometimes I feel like I should have been a rapper, I'll be sitting there and like I can hear it in my head like and I'm like, that's how my brain works, and I'm like, okay, just fill in the words now. What is
Fill
said
in the
here?
blanks. You got the beat, you got the melody, you just need the
I need to
lyrics.
fill in the blank, and I've noticed that a lot when I try to make up stuff. I'll quit saying words and start doing sounds, and I'm like, I got the melody. I just need to sit down and be like da 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 da. And once I get that down, it's over. But yeah,
Right.
but
Because
yeah.
when I used to write poetry, it used to be like I'd write the poetry first, and then I'd be like, I wonder if this could be a song. And then I'd be like, oh, look at me writing songs.
I remember my songwriting phase. I remember I wrote this song For a Moment. I gotta find that. I still remember pieces of it. I need to find. I kept that paper that I wrote that song on. You never
Oh my
know. You
gosh.
never know. I might need it one day. But here's
I've
my
written
debut single.
so many poems. I wrote one about the mall.
Like
It was really
the
good. It
mall.
got me an A about the mall because at the time I was working, I was taking an English class and I was working for like the little calendar kiosk in the middle of the
Okay.
mall.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of like real auditory. Like I was talking, but you could hear every single sound I was describing. The ching of the cash register, the murmur of the voices, and
I
you
think
could
that's something we have
smell.
that in common because that was a common praise that I got from my English teachers. They will always say they knew where my stories were taking place. They could hear the voices. They understood the characters. Like I had an
Mm.
English teacher. I want to say my sophomore year. Yeah, because I can't stand that bitch now. But I wrote a. We did Hamlet, and we had to
Uh-huh.
write a paper over the power of three.
Right.
We could have went any way we wanted with it, but the subject had to be the power of three. Now he says I should have got a B because of all my grammar mistakes, but he still gave me an A because it was the best paper he has ever read. Mine and another girl in my class, hey Brittany, hers I think from the year before he kept hers, or maybe the
Mm.
same year. Hell, I don't remember, but he kept it as a reference for his future students.
Hey.
And I was told via cousins who went through after that he was still using my paper as a reference many years after I left the school.
Hey.
And I'm like, I don't remember what I put in that paper, but
Well.
I'm just saying, you know. And like during my task test, because you know it was called task test then, okay, it's now called Star, right? Is it
Star
Star
test.
Test? Yeah, it was task back then. I mean, before that it was toss. It went from toss to task, and now it's known as
It's
Star.
star.
Yeah. But baby, the English ones, oh, my papers I had to write high scores every time, every time. I can give, baby, I can give you a fantasy, baby. Hold on, I can build a fantasy, the Lulu for real.
If I have like the time and the patience to put into it and I don't have to necessarily like look at the computer for very long, I can write it down. I could write you something. I could write you
Listen,
something
I've
great.
thought about multiple times attempting. I've never actually tried to, but I've thought about multiple times writing a book and seeing if
Me
I can get it
too.
published. But I've just never been able to either sit down or speak it into my
You know
phone.
what? I think for Christmas next year we should get ourselves Kindle scribes.
What's a Kindle scribe?
So, a Kindle, you know what a Kindle book is,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a Kindle Scribe is like an upgrade to the Kindle. So instead of just being able to read books, you can actually write
Mm-hmm.
on it like a tablet, like a notebook,
Mm-hmm.
and it will put it in book form for
Oh,
you.
I love that. That's cute.
So yeah, I think those are our goals for that is our goal.
But my thing is just
Speaking
finding
of
the
goals,
time to do it.
facts. But see, you can carry it with you because it's smaller than your laptop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and bigger than your just big enough bigger than your phone that you're not like trying to write small on your phone. writing on the scribe, and yeah, I want one of those. So I'm not for my 40th birthday. 40. My 40th birthday, I think we'll do. I guess this trip to DragCon will be my birthday present, and then I'll figure out
But
something
that's
else for a
not till
graduation
July.
present. I know, but it might be long term Christmas gift. I already bought my ticket, so now I'm an all-star.
Hey, I'll be getting mine. I'll be getting mine on Wednesday. So we'll
Well, I
both be the
didn't
all
I didn't
stars.
buy it outright. I'm making payments on it.
I'm just gonna buy it outright and just be like, here, take this little money and let me not worry about it so that I can really get to planning this trip. But we gone on a little tangent. Let's get back to Drag Race Germany. So they're sitting there, they're learning the words. They go do the choreography. They have to come up with it themselves. Thank God Pandora was there.
Okay.
Thank God. And one thing, I love how patient she was with them. Like when they were
She
messing
was
up, she
so
didn't just be
patient.
like, "Oh, come on, get it." She's like, "Hey, try making sure when you do this move, use your left arm, your left leg, so when you move, you'll have the weight to support it." And they were like, "Oh yeah, that does help." And I'm like, "See, it's I love seeing things like that."
She's very technical. And
Yes.
if all choreographers were technical, I'd probably be able to dance.
Now,
Because I'm just so literal, and it's like, okay, wait. Because I can sit there and watch somebody move on the TV, and I'm like, oh man, that's hella neat. But then if I sit there and I'm like, okay, they went here, 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 and here, and I just feel like I'm one of those little air balloons.
and see, I'm one of those people who are more confident when I have choreography. Like if I just gotta go up
Hmm.
there and just do something random, I'm like, yay. And I think that
Celebrate good times.
come
Come
on,
on.
and I think it comes from growing up. You know, I used to learn the choreography of music videos, um, and I think that's what it is. Like I know what I'm supposed to do.
Hmm.
And like recently, I say recently, it was during the shutdown at once COVID.
The panini.
Yeah, with the panini, when COVID first hit and we were all inside the houses, that's when React by the Pussycat Dolls came out.
Oh,
So,
oh my gosh.
yeah.
If I could learn that choreography.
Oh, I had it down then. I'm not sure if I still do, but I had it down then. You couldn't tell, baby. My
In that
favorite,
itty bitty space.
bitch.
He said I would pick up my king size bed and throw it against the wall.
I did it in my living room. I just moved my couch over just the taddest of bits,
You're making
so
me
that it was more of a little square that I had right there. And my favorite part was going from that squat to that leg kick. Ah! Oh, I had that part down. You couldn't tell me nothing.
Uh-uh.
But yeah, anyway. But yeah, so I love how she was patient with the gals and got them together.
Mm-hmm.
We then had our little sit down moment with Barbie, and I'm like, well, if Gianni's gonna be the co-host, Gianni should have been there too.
Facts.
If you're gonna be a co-host, do your co-host duties. Maybe Gianni was busy. Maybe he was busy. But they did the same thing that Mexico did. I want to say Brazil did it too, where they just went in and out of everybody and not just focused on one person, then the other, then the other. They flipped in between the three, which honestly,
Mm-hmm.
it helps me as a viewer stay in it because when you're just sitting, like, say if you're just sitting there with Pandora for 5 minutes, after the second or third minute, I'm like, okay,
Anytime now.
anytime now. But when you're going in and out, I'm like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, keep talking.
Uh-huh. Then
So
you're like, oh, that's not part of your story. That's part of their story.
yeah, so like maybe there's something the other drag races could pick up. But yes, we sit down, we learned a little bit more. Now let's get to the main stage. For the last
Mm-hmm.
time this year,
Woo.
what did
Look at
we
that
think
look.
of Barbie Breakout's look? I
Oh my
agree.
goodness.
I agree. I think
That was so good.
this is so good. This is great for the finale. I
Mm-hmm.
love the wig. I just like I wouldn't change anything about this.
No.
I thought this was real good. And tonight it's just family. We have Gianni giving us a little ponytail.
Okay.
I was like, well, okay,
I
Jesus.
said, he got extensions.
I was
That's
like,
why he
okay.
wasn't there. He
I was
was
like,
getting them
okay.
installed.
I see you with the ponytail. Okay.
He said, I need the 36.
Shoot.
Give it to me.
And of course, Diane Brill, who I just love so much. Like, I just
That's a
love them.
gorgeous outfit.
I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about Diane during the first episode, but as the season went on, I just love me some Diane. I
She gives
really do.
really great critiques.
Yes. Yes. So now it's time for their group performance of Call Me Mother.
Mother.
So I like this little silhouette portion at the beginning. It gave me very much the beginning of the Spice World movie.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when they're all behind their little silhouettes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop right now.
Oh no! At the beginning they sang "Too Much." Too much
It is
of
too
nothing.
much
It's
of something.
something that
It
makes me.
just
I
enough.
need someone to know that we can keep
Na,
going
na,
on. All I
na.
know is at the
All right.
end is like one of my favorite lines, and I think Mel C says is she's like, "I want a man, not a boy who thinks he can." And then she came back, boy who thinks he, and hit that pretty note. I'm like, oh, I'm obsessed from the
I
jump.
really wish I could watch that
From the
movie,
jump.
man.
I gotta see if it's somewhere to be streamed. If not, I'm just gonna buy the damn movie because
Mhm.
that's a movie I will go back and watch multiple
Facts.
times. Like that's one of my
Yeah.
like. I know it's corny. I know it's a little cringy, but like, it's one of my top 10 favorite movies. Like, baby, I grew up on the Spice World movie. Grew up on it. I remember my mom bought it for me because I was such a Spice Girls fan because she was buying me the cassettes players. Yes, I was around during the cassettes. Stop it. But she bought me the little cassettes to put in my little cassette player. And then I remember I had this other cassette that I recorded some of their other songs on that wasn't on the cassette that I had.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord,
I had.
recording a cassette. My God, the
Whew,
t- the
Jesus.
the terror when you realize you were not at the right moment to be recorded.
Hmm.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh, or when the radio station host would be like, "That was Spice Girls with da 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 on K."
And I'm like,
Shut.
shut up, the
The
song's
song is
not
still
over.
going.
God, no, be quiet. Now I gotta catch it again. I don't want to hear you at the end. I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to hear them sing about two becoming one, not realizing what they were talking about.
I had a friend in high school who was like boy band, girl band super fan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so weird because by the time senior year her senior year, because I had already graduated, by the time her senior year hit, uh she was goth punk chick. But she was like a who was her favorite band? Her favorite band was the Backstreet Boys.
That was me.
And
I was a Backstreet Boys girly. I was.
she was a Spice Girls fan and a
Mm-hmm.
Backstreet Boys fan. And then I had
Yes, we
another
would have got
friend,
on. We would have got along perfectly.
who was an NSYNC fan. And because I loved both of them, I'm like, I love them all.
Now I'm
And
not an
she was
NSYNC fan, but I am a JC fan. So like the songs that he leads heavy, are the ones that I like. Like what's that song? And I will take you in my arms. Put you right there where you belong. Till the day my life. This I promise you. I had to sing it for me to get to it. This I promise you, JC leads that song.
mm-hmm. I mean, but the thing is like you could like each boy band for two completely different reasons. Like Backstreet Boys can perform live, but NSYNC was more showmanship and really recorded well.
Yeah, somebody said if you were a fan of Backstreet Boys, you were a fan of their voices
Yes.
because they were the better singers. If you were a fan of
Mm-hmm.
NSYNC, just like you said, they were the better entertainers.
Yes.
Except for JC, he could do both. uh, I stand on. I say this every chance I get, but JC should have had the career that bitcher Lake got. So yeah, JC should have got that. That should have been his career. That should have him who brought sexy back. It should have been him. It should have, but it wasn't for some ungodly reason.
Because there was always an archetype for every single boy band, and it was like he was the one that could sing, but he was more or less like the dad of the group, even though Chris was older.
Finna say JC had the best voice, and in my opinion, danced the best. I recently watched this performance. It was on TikTok of them singing "It's Gonna Be Me," and I think his mic was probably one of the few mics that was on. And baby, he was up there, whoo, 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 and I'm like, you better.
Well, I watched Cry for You. Have you seen his performance of Jodeci's Cry for You on Mickey Mouse Club?
I seen it. I seen it.
Is this all gonna get cut out
Like
and just add it to the extras?
like he did that. He did that. He did that. Like I
He
said, I'm a
did.
huge fan of JC, which really explains my early dating history. It really does. When you think about it and think about who my early dating history was, it makes sense. If you look here and you see like these three right here,
Exhibit A.
it makes sense. If Johnny has 4 apples, I didn't see it. I think I caught on to that probably about a year or two ago. Because I'm like, I thought of JC, and then I thought of my first three, I don't even know what to call them, situationships. And I'm like, well, the first one don't fit the criteria, but 2, 3, and 4 do. And I'm like, it makes sense now looking back. Why
Maybe that's what's wrong with me. I have I don't have a type. Like, even
I feel
if
like I
you were
don't
to
now because since then it's been all varieties. But like there for a hot minute, I'm like, it makes sense because that was really when, yeah, 1, 2, yeah. If Johnny has 4
because
apples,
like the celebrities I used to like and the people I dated are like polar opposites. Like when I was younger, at the time I had my first boyfriend, my black celebrity crush was still Morris Chestnut. Yes, was still Morris
I
Chestnut.
wasn't gonna say anything about Morris Chestnut. I wasn't gonna say anything.
And then my white celebrity crush was and still is Victor Garber, even though he's old as dirt now.
I love Victor Garber.
But Victor Garber, look, I don't know. It was something about him being bald in that live action Annie that played on NBC that one year that just made him the sexiest thing.
You remember, y'all know the Spotify Wrapped situation. I forget what year it was, but yeah, that version of Tomorrow was the one that was on my Hot 100 that year. It was, and I forget he's in it every time until like I'll see the poster or whenever I get a wild hair up my butt and actually go watch it. I'm like, oh, Victor is in here. Hey, Victor.
Yes. Oh, Victor Garber was so sexy. And then Chris Pine. And then I ended up dating a funny looking white boy that reminds me of Nicholas Galifianakis now. Not Galifianakis. What is that man's name from Nicholas
What has
something?
he played?
The one from Red, White, and Royal Blue.
The white one?
Yes.
Yeah, because I know the other one's name is Taylor. Okay, I know who we're talking about. All right.
Yeah. And I'm like, he looked like Nicholas when he did Purple Hearts. Although Nicholas was a lot finer than him in Purple Hearts.
But yeah, that explained my
Because I
early.
definitely would have, if he had looked like him in Purple Hearts, I would have married him.
But yeah, when I
I would have.
realized my early dating history, cause yeah, that and I'm like that makes so much sense for especially when I first started dating, why I chose who I chose because they checked the same box that JC did.
None of my dating history makes sense.
It don't make
I like.
mine
I
don't make
swear to
sense
God,
now. It don't make sense now. Like how did I go from
I
this to
went
this?
backwards. My first boyfriend was a little white boy. My
Mm-hmm.
next boyfriend after that was a Puerto Rican. The one after that was a Mexican. Then I did a black boy that I did a black boy. And then like yeah, like my dating history makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't now. If you look at it now, you'll be like, but you saw a pattern. I'm not sure if subconsciously I realized the pattern. So I'm like, we need to change this. But looking back at it, I'm like, yeah, I had a pattern there for a minute. I'm glad I broke that because punch people in their throats. Anyway, we really need to get. We have got sidetracked like 3 times during this conversation that should be about Drag Race Brazil, not Brazil,
Mhm.
Germany.
We gonna cut this and this is gonna go on Patreon.
So this is their performance. Na 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 ra da da ra da 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 giggity giggity at. So what did we think of the performance overall?
It was actually a really good performance.
I thought it turned out very well.
It
Pandora
did.
shined as she is
Always. I
always.
mean, you could tell who the choreographer was.
Yeah, yeah, but I gotta give Meta and Yvonne their props because baby they had their 1-2s down. They were like, uh.
Like,
And you can see they're
I'm
like,
not very technical, but I can do some
baby, I got this down. Guess who's back in the
One,
house?
two, three,
Thinking
four,
trying to get it
five,
down.
6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So I got to give them their props there. Um,
Mm.
yeah, we're not gonna talk about their individual performances because it's clear how they did. So one of my
Mm-hmm.
favorite moments was here when the background dancers picked them up and they went in a circle.
Hmm.
Thought that was fun. And I was so happy to see the eliminated queens come in. I'm like, I know they're gonna be there, but like, are they gonna be part of this number? They
Right.
were. They came out and had a little moment, and I saw Kelly back there. I'm like, makes me wonder how it would have been if you were still here.
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is.
Yes.
But yes, Pandora, the star that you are. So,
Of course.
our final drag category is Best
Let's
Drag
drag.
Look. So, up first, we have Metamorkid. I forgot her name for a second.
Orchids.
Metamorkid. I thought this was cute. At first, I thought she was giving us a little Ginger Johnson moment, but then she pulled her
Uh-huh.
arms out. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. But I thought we were going down the same. It's very similar, but I thought this
Very
was
much so.
stunning. I really enjoyed this look. The makeup, the hair, the outfit, it all checks for me. What did you think of
Yeah.
this look?
I loved it. It, reminds me of an orchid.
Mm-hmm.
She gave body in the look, and that's all I could ask for, honestly.
Up next, we have Pandora Knox,
Yes.
our warrior princess. This was
Something.
beautiful. Like I love this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like this wouldn't even be something I would even think of for like best drag or for any category, honestly.
Right? But I mean, like, you could see her in that drag.
Yes,
Like, she really made sure, like, this is who I am in this drag.
this is who I am, and this is beautiful. As
This
the
is me.
as the subtitles say at the bottom, they can't see it, but you see wow, 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 and that's exactly what is happening here. Is wow, wow,
Yes.
wow. And then last but not least is Yvonne Nightstand. First of all, I didn't recognize her at first.
Mm.
I'm like, okay, honey, where's this face been all season? Because, we've been kind of hit and miss with her makeup, but I really like this.
She said, "Let me make sure you know I could do a face. I could beat a face down."
Now, the rest of this outfit,
Oh my gosh. It's like Beetlejuice decided to beat up a couch.
like, I am
That
confusing.
is not, I hope that's not your best dress.
I'm not a big fan of the shape. I wish there was some more shape. If you were gonna do this bodysuit, I wish you would have done like a boot so that you can tuck in the bottom
Hmm.
of it because it looks kind of loose down there.
Hmm.
I do like the bow though. I will say that I do like the bow.
The bow is pretty. I just think it clashes. I mean, and I guess that's the point, pattern clash, but it's just not good pattern.
So, out of our top three, who had your favorite look of the week?
And why is it Pandora?
Correct. And why is it Pandora? Because she ate. She's mother. Daddy
Yes.
Pandora, okay? Daddy Knox, as they call her, okay?
Yes. Daddy Knox. Hopefully you'll be a drag queen.
So we go to my favorite part of every season. What would
Why should you be?
what would you say to 2-year-old Desmond? Yay! I don't want to talk to 2-year-old Desmond.
2-year-old Desmond don't know what's coming for him.
God, I don't want to talk to 2-year-old Desmond. Why you bring him up? Goodness, I personally hate this. But what did you think of this moment?
I'm over it. Can we not have this moment anymore?
Like it was cute at first, and
Hmm.
I do like the fact that they get permission from the queens to do it, but like, what queen's gonna say no?
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna tell you no and be the only one up there without a picture,
Hmm.
and then they're gonna be like, well, you didn't give us permission, so, and I'll be like,
What would you say to yourself, Desmond? What would you say to your younger self?
this is what I would say to him. Say no.
Tell them never mind.
And when you get the drag race, you tell them no, baby bitch. So it was time for Untucked. And normally we don't talk about Untucked, but the queens were there, so I just wanted to give a quick little boop boop for the queens that were sitting there.
Hmm.
And after the judges did their final deliberations, Barbie wants to see all of her queens. So, very quickly,
Bring back my
let's
girls.
bring back my gears. Real quickly, because we're already like way over time here, we're just gonna quickly say yes or no if we like the look. Up first is barbecue.
Yeah.
Yes. The only Naomi.
Um,
No. No.
no.
Up next is Lele Cocoon.
No.
Yes.
Don't like it.
Oh. Up next is Tessa Testicle. I'm gonna say yes. I
A little
really like.
basic.
I really like the wings. That's what's getting the yes for
Yeah,
me.
that's the wings make it.
Up next is Nikita
Yes.
Vegas. I like this look. I do. Up next is our Miss Congeniality, Victoria Shakespeare's.
I guess.
Oh, that's cute.
It'll
Up,
do, pig. It'll do.
it'll do. Up next is Lorelai Rivers.
That's cute.
I thought this was really cute. I liked it.
Mother.
Kelly Hilton. Mother, you were robbed. I
We're
don't like
not
saying that
worthy.
word. I really don't.
We're not worthy.
But you were robbed.
We're not worthy.
Like, you could have won this season.
Mhm.
She could have.
She could have.
She could have. I think Pandora is the correct runner for this season, but I feel like she should be the runner up. She should be second place.
Yes.
But yes, this look is everything. I love the
Hmm.
representation. And I love the read that she gave to Gianni last week in the reunion because he was like, oh, you're so beautiful. Why didn't you show this on the runway? She's like, because you kept making me design shit. And how am I supposed to show you all my good drag I brought if you keep making me make stuff?
Exactly.
And I'm like, period. Like, it's the truth. God. So our top three is back on the main stage, and Barbie announces that all three of them will be lip syncing for the crown. Do you agree with that decision?
Um, yeah, because it's kind of pointless to sit there and
I would
look.
have cut it down to a top two.
Mm-hmm.
I would have sent Yvonne to go sit with the girls in the back. I'd be like, I'm sorry, Yvonne, but this is not your time. And just have a top two of Meta and Pandora. But if I was judging this season, Kelly would be up here.
Instead of.
No, hold on. Let me pull it up. I can pull it up. It's right here. Let me see. Germany. The way I would have done it, there would have been a top four here. And it
Mm-hmm.
would have been these three
Mm-hmm.
and Kelly.
And Kelly.
It would have been these three and Kelly. Yeah. But I still have that. I think Pandora would have won, but Kelly would have been runner up. And then I would have cut Meta and Yvonne. Y'all can go to the back. Let the mothers perform. But yes, we get the longest lip sync in Drag Race history. It was 4 minutes
Mm-hmm.
and 27 seconds. For the longest lip sync was "I Drove All Night" by Priyanka and Kiara, 3 minutes and 1 second. But
Mm-hmm.
this beats the record. It was 4 minutes 27 seconds, the full song.
Okay.
It was "Rise Like a Phoenix." Phoenix, the cover done by Cochita Works. For those who don't know, won Eurovision many years ago. The drag queen, the bearded drag queen that won Eurovision, she was
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. She actually won singing this song.
Oh.
Yes. So, what did we think of the final lip sync for the crown?
Um, Pandora just kind of swept the floor with them all.
Pandora did amazing, but I also want to give credit to Meta.
Yeah.
And honestly, during this lip sync, plus showing the confessional from Meta, like halfway through it, talking how important this song is to her and the
Mm-hmm.
artist and all this other stuff, I'm sitting there, I'm like, wait, are they finna crown Meta?
Not that too.
I was like, wait, are they finna crown Meta? Wait a minute. Hold your mule. Hold your mule. Hold your mule. Hold it. But they love doing that little curveball on us because
Mm-hmm.
if you think about it, they did it with Jujubee with All Stars 5. Right there at the last minute, they're like, wait, are they gonna crown Juju?
Mm-hmm.
If you remember Canada season 3, right at the last minute, I'm like, wait, are they finna crown Jada Shada? Are they finna crown Jada Shada? So
Mm.
I think it's this curveball they like to throw at us sometimes. I'm like, okay, but don't play with my emotions like that. Because Meta
Okay.
did do a great job. I'm not going to sit here and act like she didn't. But Pandora's right there.
Mm.
But yeah, Pandora, like, had the judges out of their seats. Barbie's crying. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
everybody was just so amazed by this lip sync. They did a really good job.
Yes, definitely.
So, the judges made their final decision. Barbie comes on the stage. The crown comes out, which that's a nice crown. Okay, okay.
Okay, I was looking at it too. I was like, ooh.
Okay, nice crown. Nice crown.
Mm-hmm. Look at it. Look at the guy with the jacket on.
They did the same thing with, remember in the Brazil finale, they did the same thing to Bruno. They put it on Bruno. It was so cool that Bruno came for the finale of Drag Race Brazil. I didn't realize uh, he was Portuguese. So that was cool. I was
Hey.
like, okay, look at you. Um, but yeah, 100,000 euros, a year supply, not a sickening supply, a year supply Anastasia Beverly Hills Cosmetics, a crown and scepter went to Pandora Knox.
Pandora Knox.
This is the beginning, the beginning. This is the beginning of the rest of your life.
Cue me running around my classroom. It was like, I'm so glad there's nobody on campus.
Listen, if I ever win Drag Race, please don't play I'm a Winner. Don't get me wrong, that song is cute. I'm a winner. And I'm like, I get it. But I really want This Is the Beginning to be played if I win. Like, can you please play This Is the Beginning? Because it will be the beginning of the rest of your life. But get it, get it, right.
Your life, what?
And I also watched the reaction because they put it on the Instagram of Pandora winning. And did you see it?
No.
Go look. But she couldn't even say nothing. She was in shock. Like, you know, she just kind of froze there. She was just sitting there like this. She was like, even her getting up, like it took a while before she grabbed her scepter and put on the crown because she was just kind of standing there like, I won?
Like, for real?
Like,
I won?
Me.
I'm a woman. You do know that, right?
But yes, so proud of Miss Pandora Knox. Like we talked about earlier, the first cisgender woman to win Drag Race. Woo!
Yay!
She's a champion. She's a winner. I love it. I love it so much. Ooh, I love it so much.
You're a champion.
Never gonna fall. You're a champion. Still standing tall. You're a champion. And you'll always be a hero. See, this damn show has us liking RuPaul's music. I blame the show. Because before the show, the only song I knew was, Supermodel.
Work.
Turn to the left.
Work.
Now turn to the right. That was the only song I knew. Now I know probably majority of RuPaul's catalog because it's her show. Of course we're going to run her music all the way through it. Like, but hey, it is what it is, honey. And that.
Congratulations.
Yep, that was Drag Race Germany.
Yes.
I'm actually gonna miss Drag Race Germany. I'm gonna miss it. But we're gonna wrap this up because we gone way too long on this review.
Okay.
Way too
I don't
long.
remember what time we started this, but
it's been going for 52 minutes now. So go ahead and tell the folks where you be.
You can find me at Cresha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, pocket full of bud, mama. But if I'm not there, you can find me on all social medias, including Patreon. That's at Cresha and Desmond. But you can find me at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND on all social media platforms. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, and we have a Cresha and Desmond Instagram and a Cresha and Desmond TikTok.
Yes, it's all in the description. So go subscribe, like, follow, all those fun things, and we will see y'all later. Bye.